I'm Wendy Nelson. Welcome to Forest Escape.
This wood stove will heat a home that is 2,500 square feet, and our home is only 1,300 square feet. So it is always warm and toasty, even though we have really, really high ceilings in the living room, dining room area. Today we're going to talk about the wood stove and how it was installed and how to take care of it. We put painter's tape on the floor and on the wall to show where the hearth and the wall protection would be built. The hearth is constructed of 2x4s with extra support in the center because the stove is really heavy. There's also insulation in there. There's an R factor that has to be accomplished. Check with your insurance company, your fire department to get the specs. Also, there's wall protection, so the combination is ceramic tile and rock, and all of that protects against sparks. Everything does get grouted, so no sparks can get in between the rocks or the tiles, and so it's smooth and easy to clean. We had to remove electrical outlets and internet cabling. All of that area has to be fireproofed. When everything is finished, it's clean and easy to use. It's elevated and it's protecting the wood floor from the sparks. We have the ash can, the fireplace tools, and the wood holder. You can see the chimney has been installed. There is a little bit of a down angle for the draft. The chimney is really high. It is 26 feet to the roof. So there are specs. Your chimney cap has to be so many feet above the peak of the roof. The first fire was really exciting. Of course, we were testing out the function of the wood stove and learning how to control the airflow and how to optimize heat. When we bought this wood stove, it was on sale for like $400 off. So it was really wonderful. And I think that, overall it cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000 to be complete as a project, installed with the chimney and the hearth and the wall protection. But you can certainly do it a lot cheaper. You can get a much more simple wood stove. You can build everything yourself, and you could probably have a solution for $1,500. The stove puts out an immense amount of heat, and if you shut it in, it basically can burn 1 or 2 logs in the course of 3 or 4 hours and maintain a really high warm level of heat. To start a fire is pretty easy. You have to warm the chimney so there's a draft. So paper is really hot. It's one of the best ways of getting the chimney warm quickly. So we put a few pieces of paper, a few small pieces of kindling, and then crisscross a couple of small pieces of wood, and in a couple of seconds it starts right up. Our dog Nightmare doesn't really like the propane torch. It makes him very nervous. And you don't have to use a torch to start it. You could use a lighter or matches, but this just blows an extra jet of air and propane into the fire and it started faster. He's nervous about any smoke or any fire, but it's quickly lit, and then he remains calm and enjoys the fire. The top of the wood stove gets really hot, so you can put a teapot that will boil on top, and that's good for hot water, but it's also good for humidity in the air. you could put a cast iron pan on top of it and cook breakfast. It's really nice. We really love trees, but we had way too many around the house. We had to actually remove about 25 trees to keep them from damaging the house. The steel chainsaw is the one my husband prefers. We cut wood that is on the ground for a year or two, so it's dry. After we cut the wood in the forest, we bring it home in the gator or in the pickup truck, and then we split the wood and let it dry. Everything should be tarped, the wood splitter, all of the wood, protect it from the rain and the ice and the snow. The wood is stacked under the back porch all along the back of the house, and we have it sorted by starting wood and long duration wood for the nights. The wood rack has 3 shelves. One at the bottom is for white wood that is fast burning but really not so hot. And the middle is red oak that is not as seasoned, and the top shelf is red oak that is very well seasoned. So it's extremely dry, it burns very, very hot. The wood rack cost approximately $35 in 2x4s, and we had some scrap wood for the shelves. But if you counted that as well, you'd probably have another $10, so $45 in wood and maybe $5 in screws. So for a total of $50, it is 60 inches tall and 18 inches deep and 24 inches wide. We use this product on a weekly basis, and we're trying to make sure creosote doesn't build up inside the chimney. These fire starters work really well if you're in a hurry and you don't want to take a lot of time trying to get your chimney warmed up. This will start a fire really nicely. This product is supposed to put out a chimney fire quickly. Some people online say it can do it in 22 seconds. I haven't had to use it, but I have it in case. With a really hot fire or logs that roll into the glass and burn for a while, soot can form on the glass, and it's really dark black and thick, and it's normally very hard to remove. But if you wait till your fire is completely out and your ashes are cool, you take a wet paper towel, dip it in the ashes, and scrub the cold glass of the door on the inside in little circular motions until you have used the ash and the water to loosen all of the soot. And then you can take a dry paper towel and dip it in a little bit of water and just rinse off the gray that's left, and you'll have perfectly clean glass. Thank you for watching the video of our wood stove and some of the aspects of installing one. We'll always have wood from the forest, so we'll never be cold, and we can cook on it if we need to. So it's a practical addition to our little cabin in the woods. Thank you for coming to Forest Escape, and look forward to sharing another video with you very soon. Bye-bye. Please check out the website forestescapeachosenpath.com.